Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Stellaris Reanimator series with the LIM update. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 2. I'm very excited. LIM update's out. This is where we're at, it's the year 2219. We're just getting started. This is the beginning of our empire. We have neighbors up here next to us. The Destican Directorate. Not exactly. Slaving despots, not exactly friendly. We're going to put an envoy on them, and we have a spy master at work now. So that's that. And they grabbed this system because it had all these minerals, and I anticipate that being a mining drone problem for them, but we'll see. So we're back underway. We're still buying 9 of these, but we're in a position now, they've closed the borders, where we can finally go after this second planet. We necrophaged 3 pops in an elevation ceremony on Helion Prime, so that's really cool. Let's see what we have here. Breeders, yeah. Necrosis, so we still have 2 Necrosis working as clerks, and the rest of them are breeders. This is a good thing. Okay. Still have a little bit of crime going on. Okay. Yeah, so I think this is the planet. This was our second planet, and that's not the button I wanted to press. I wanted to take a look at features. And what do we have for money? 743, which is not much, so I'd like to get rid of those sinkholes and make some more farming here, but now we're at, oh, because we're selling, that's why, because we're selling some food and it's barely keeping us afloat. Yeah, that's not fantastic. Not fantastic. What I'm going to do then is build a star base here at Fortune. It's going to be our 3rd. We're allowed 3 right now. I want to put a shipyard here. That way I can take this other one right now, this shipyard, and turn it into a trade hub station and start gathering this 11 trade from here. We really need that. That science ship is there, and it's locked out. And we don't have any way to get it back. And it'd be hard. I think we're going to be hard pressed
An unusual phenomenon has cropped up
to get it back. So what I'm going to do is lose this ship and get rid of that one for now. That leaves us with an extra scientists. I think the thing to do might be to build another science ship and put them back to work. We're just crammed for everything right now. What we could do is start selling some alloys, I guess. I don't really want to do that, but often when I'm playing this game, I say things like that. I don't really want to do that, and then you're kind of forced to. Okay, this science ship. What do you got here? Research project and system. Cyberx base. We need to get over here and grab all this. In particular, all of this down to here. So, what are you doing? You're investigating that. I want you to go here and survey that system. That's going to be the choke point. If we can get over there in time. I want to get this choke point and this stuff to keep anybody from leapfrogging it, and then move over there. So, yeah, we're going to end up having to sell. So let's just start doing that. Let's sell some of these. Let's get ourselves in a position where we can make some moves. Helion Prime. Embark our armies. Go over here and let's get this other planet. This science ship is ready to go. And I can have him do all kinds of wondrous things, so I'll have him research that anomaly first. I was trying to get these anomalies up here researched before they started grabbing the space. Didn't quite get to it. We have another archaeology site over there, and we have one over here.
A system survey has concluded.
Okay, good. What are you doing? Don't even bother with all that. Just go straight over here and survey that. We need to have that node. Many factions now. Some of these secular state. Psionic pursuit. There's some of these we're never going to be able to make happy. That's fine. Not really worried about it on this playthrough. It was neat for that other one, though, to see how that all worked. And see how focusing on that kind of changed things. That was really cool. When we get over 1,000, I'll spend
A special
500.
is complete.
Yay. Okay, so this guy. He has no more orders. Great, you can go over here. Excavate that site. He's a level 3. The new tradition tree. Damage versus star bases. Ship upkeep reduced and naval capacity increased. Ship build speed. Build cost reduced by 10 and ship build speed increased. That's the one we want next. So that when we finally start to get some money, we can actually build some of those corvettes. 43 days for that. This is building. We gotta get a lot more research. We're way behind right now, is the problem. Can already feel how far behind we are. I'd like to take this and replace it with researchers, actually. Which means that over here we're going to have to build one to replace it.
Construction venture completed.
Yay. I like seeing that. You're still building. Yeah, because you can see there's a choke point here, but then there's all this space up here with an archaeologist site and a planet and the curators. You could get this whole thing up here and then choke it off there instead, which would be much better. I really should, in fact, let's do that. Let's get a second construction ship because
A study has been completed.
we have enough.
A worldly invasion has begun.
Minerals from miners. We have enough influence to be doing that. Here we come. The dread that we are. I'm gonna take over this world. Subjugating the primitives we have. Declare martial law. And then we can't really build anything because we're a little short on minerals. So what I'd like to do is maybe buy some. That costs 600. Let's get one thing that we can start building right now. One thing. What would it be? What would be the best thing to build right now? Well, there are the gene clinics. They turn consumer goods into amenities and pop growth speed. Yes, just do it. And then what's its features look like? Same thing. Quicksand. We got 2 more sinkholes. Food from farmers. Administrative capacity. Ooh. Do it. And then food from Starbase construction, but we don't have. We don't have that thing yet. It doesn't exist. So here we're going to do shipyard. And over here we're going to take this and say trade. Asteroid collision. Some more minerals up there, which is nice. Okay, so you come down here. Because we just need to start grabbing as much as we can. We've got 324 right now. I think we can grab, we can be pretty efficient in grabbing very quickly here. Get our 3 homeworlds up here and running. It's going to take a dent there at 145 days when that comes online, and then a day later that'll take some of the dent off, but not all of it. By dent, I mean we'll be in the red up here. So, artisan troop. How are we looking at 204? Gather information will cost us 200. We don't really have the funds right yet, so let's not worry about it. Let's focus on this stuff. Okay, you guys. Go back to the homeworld. Actually, you know what? Because there could be...
A study has been completed.
I don't know if this is making a difference, but because there could be uprisings there, we might as well leave our army there. Research speed, energy from technicians. Let's do the research speed thing real quick. Or as quick as we can. It's going to be, what, 39 months? Okay. Okay, some gene clinics will put this specialist to work. They're going to have their culture shock up for a while. How long does this go? So it's about 10 years.
An anomaly has been discovered.
I don't want to worry. Leave B for now. I need you to survey that place. Survey, survey, survey says. The Reanimators. And it's what? What is the thing that you can build? I have to look again. Sanctuary of Repose.
Construction venture completed.
Actually, let's just look. What is it? I'm going to toggle out here real quick and look at it. Reanimated Army Civics. Yeah. Oh, it should just say in here, shouldn't it? Right. Let's see. Air, crown, blah, 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 blah. Civics. Memorialists. Reanimators. The military academy building is replaced by the Dread encampment. So we have to be able to build a Dread encampment, which is this thing. So we got this. Army starting experience. Planet Fire, Necromancer
Construction
jobs.
venture completed.
They turn consumer goods into 2 kinds of research and naval capacity and spawn undead defense armies. I'll have to figure out how we can reanimate a Leviathan. That's the thing that seems pretty interesting to me. Construction ship. Grab this stuff. Oh, look. Wow, there's tomb worlds. Potentially habitable planets, and they're both tomb worlds. What's that tell you? That's curious. Boy, I'm really pinched with this species. It's going to be fun to roleplay later on when you're rolling, but right now here in the early part, it is tough going. Tough sledding.
A system survey has concluded.
Okay, leave B for now. What else are you doing? Nothing. Tell me what's here. Yeah, I need this number way bigger. Okay, you got that one person together. You don't have anything for this leader yet. And that'll take a little while. This can be upgraded when what? Number of pops is greater than or equal to 10. I need one more person over there. How soon before they grow somebody? Not for a while. Helium Pime. Could resell someone. A breeder. It would cost me 10 influence and 100. How many minerals? How many minerals to build this next city segment? 500. And then you'd have to... Well, you wouldn't want to build the next city segment. You'd want to upgrade this. You need 62 more minerals to do it. So it's got to be 600. Okay. That crosses the 600 threshold. Then we'll move somebody over and upgrade this thing. Unless... Yeah, happy for that. Because what is this? Growth is low from immigration. 43 months for a new pop. Grab me all this stuff, boys and girls. Yeah, like there's 9 minerals there. That'd be nice. I want to get that, but... And there's 6 minerals over here. We're just kind of po. We're just a little po. That's all. We're just po. I need to get this all full. This whole planet right here.
Construction venture completed.
Mineraled out. Because the other planets hardly have any. Oh, we're going to struggle there. What do these look like? Not good for minerals. Not good for minerals. Oh my goodness. What about this one over here? Not good for minerals. So we're going to have to grab them from all these planets. We're going to need them. Otherwise, we're really going to suffer. So we'll have to keep an eye on this guy. 198 as they come down. What's it say about this person? How long before they come down? Demoting in 1100 days. Well, I think we can give him a job before then. Be my guess. Actually, I think... Does he have to be demoted? That's the question I have. Does he have to be demoted because...
A study has been completed.
Hey, more minerals from jobs would be great. Here's why I asked that question. Let's take a look at this planet right here. Who are these rulers? Because they have to be us. We have to be the rulers. That's kind of the... It's kind of the rule. So he's being demoted because he can't be a ruler. Unemployed. Can't do it. Can't have that job. It's not for you. Feudal noble, unemployed. Stratum ruler. Illicit matter. Strategic resource, that's nice. No jobs have been deprioritized. Colonists produce a small amount of food. Animates. Reassembled ship shelter, I see. So we get him to 10 and then we can turn this into a proper capital, but even then he still won't be able to be a ruler because he's not part of the ruling class. I think that's how that works. So if we look, they're full citizenship, but let's see, what are their rights? Residents, what does that mean? Species cannot produce leaders. Okay. So these guys... And the species can produce leaders. No, we don't want you to produce leaders.
An anomaly has been discovered.
We don't want you guys producing leaders. So where did that happen? Low stability right here on this planet. This is the new one. We know that. Okay, I've got 916. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna resettle one of our pops to there.
Construction venture completed.
I'm gonna move a necrosis clerk over. And then I'm gonna upgrade that building. And he'll take the leader job. Yeah, I don't want you... So set default rights. We recently changed the species policy. Okay. Necrosis are the only ones. We're Necroids. We get full citizenship, but not these guys. We recently changed this species' policy. Oh. Well. Soon we'll change it back. This one. Yeah, okay. How long until we can do it again? Changing it to 2229. Okay, so 5 years. Yeah, I gotta keep this organized. So, because the thing with the Necroids is, you can see these guys. So these guys have natural sociologists. It's great. I want them doing research. That's fantastic. The Mirish. And they're all on where? The Mirish. They're on Vi Valum. So Vi, I want those people doing research because they have a bonus to it. It should be pretty fantastic for them to take advantage of. Okay, that science ship up there is done. I really want it to go down here and see what's going on. That chews up some of our minerals. And then in building this capital, it should help with some of this stability. Governor skill, leader experience gain. Do we have a better governor that can crack down on crime? We do. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I know you're level 3, but or level 4, but you're just that whole crime thing. You're not helping. So down here, it's 17 weeks, but we have no crime. That's great. We'll get stability up here in 291 days. That'll help a little bit. This is not helping though. That is not helping at all. In the interim, we have to do this. This planet here has everybody focused on that, and that's kind of what they need to be focused on, but we're going to have to build another job, and that's going to cost us the minerals. Build, build, build.
A study has been completed.
This will really help. Resource stability is minus 20 right now because of that in itself.
A system survey.
2,400 days away, so. Research station output. Yay, down we go. Target from orbit. And another one of these. Damage versus star bases or ship upkeep. Let's do ship upkeep. Won't make that much of a difference right now, but... So there's nobody there. Okay, in that case, I want you to research that anomaly. And then that anomaly. And then that anomaly. That's good. That allows us to choke it off right there at Nordak. Which I like. This is where I want to build next. I want to build another one of these. Industrial district. We have to get these consumer goods. Terraforming gases. Oh, baby. You don't know how bad we need that. We gotta get these other planets. Not that we have the money for them, but we've got to start getting these other planets terraformed. We need We need more of everything on a more stable level. Here, what you're going to want to do is, where is this thing? The Sanctuary of Repose. Turn consumer goods into unity, society, research, and stability. I'm not sure that that's the first thing we need to be building. This will provide 2 artisan jobs. And then later on it can be upgraded to help with these. Planetary administration is 74 days away. So let's see if I'm right about this. What do I got? I got a Marish who's... and I got another Marish who's... so what do I have here? Clerks. I thought I moved one of my guys over here. Oh, I did. He's a medical worker. Oh, well, he's going to have to take that leader job. And I'm sure he will. Right? That's how this works? You'd think I'd know that by now, but... my brain is too full of too many other things. In particular, right now, it's too full of all these songs I have to get ready to play Saturday. Probably going to be the last show for a while, I would imagine. Okay, yeah, so there he is. He's an administrator, and there's a free job there. So they kind of need another admin, don't they? Because what is the admin job doing? Ruler, housing needs 1. Amenity usage, happiness 40%. He's like, I'm not that happy. Traits. Produces some amenities, a little bit of unity. Member of the Xeno Justice Group faction. Okay. Colonists, yep, you guys can be done being that. Medical workers. I got an unemployed person, so if I provided a... oh, yeah, because I have 2 people working that job. So let's... and who's unemployed? It's the one of these Val people. Yep. It's a Marish. And the Marish have this. Society research from jobs. So... robot assembly plants, but we can't build that either. Building robot assembly plants would help right now, though, wouldn't it?
Construction venture completed.
Good job. Yeah, I keep expanding, and doing that is costing me minerals. You gotta burn money to make money. Okay. So what do you... I've been burned too many times by not expanding to where... you saw it that last game. They came in and they took 2 systems, and I had to leapfrog over them to get a whole bunch of extra space that I wanted. So I'm not gonna pussyfoot around with that one. This, though, is not good. That's not good. Yeah, so I need to get this person
Construction
working.
venture completed.
Robot assembly plants provides 1 roboticist jobs. Starts to double our pop. Let's do it. We're not really gonna use a lot of robots. We're gonna have a few. But then once we get clone vats, that's the way we're gonna go for growth. And I'm not gonna worry about robots. Robots will help us with a couple of jobs early on. Comet, nice. This here, you gotta build on that, because you just can't have somebody coming in here and leapfrogging over here and stealing all this, so you just can't do it. It's just no bueno. Lost encampment. What? Surveying ruinous core. Ruinous core? A whiff of something.
The situation log has been amended.
Lost encampment. Ruinous core. What's going on here? That's not gonna be good, is it?
Strange happenings are afoot.
Yeah. Ruinous core suggests the planet is the fallen capital of a lost empire. Okay, let's find out. How much longer? 2,000 days, so we're not quite halfway out of that mess. It's an interesting way to start the game. You can't just colonize worlds, you have to take them over. Overwhelming. Yeah, of course they are. Economic power, tech power is equivalent. We're only slightly ahead of them, so.
Construction venture completed.
Good job. Yeah, there's not much here, but we'll get Nordak and work our way up around, and we can get this other archaeological site. Ruined capital. As per the uninvited crew's initial suspicions, Ruinous Core appears to be the fallen capital of the spacefaring society, whose former colonies are now but irradiated scrap heaps on inhospitable tomb worlds. From the data the team has gathered, the downfall of this lost civilization was almost certainly the result of interstellar warfare waged against some unknown external threat. It remains unclear whether the planet's owners repelled the invasion but succumbed to the post-war fallout of a, what is that word, Pyrrhic victory, or if the invaders crushed these colonies and their inhabitants before moving on. As the extreme state of ruin on the planet precludes the extraction of data from any of the remaining electronics, and neither the capital nor its colonies possess any survivors, it seems we may never know for certain. Interesting. I have to know something.
Pyrrhic.
See, I love that. I love that you can just look something up now on Google and it'll tell you how to pronounce it. Pyrrhic. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. How do you say that? It's Pyrrhic means achieved at excess cost. A Pyrrhic victory. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Why would you spend your life pronouncing a word wrong when you can just now quickly go look it up? That's awesome. That's when technology is fantastic. I have no complaints about that part of it. It's like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. I didn't know how to pronounce that word. Use it in a sentence. Takes you back to your spelling bee days as a kid, but yeah, that's fantastic. Just look it up. Okay, this is there. We're grabbing the trade from there because we moved this over. So, the drums of war are beating. I'm not ready for the drums of war. Choose the next song, please. Something a little more mellow. I really wish that I could have streamed or recorded one of my playthroughs of Cyberpunk 2077. I had such a good time with that game, and I can't wait for the DLC so I can revisit it. And part of what made that experience absolutely fantastic was I turned off the default music for the game, and I put the Blade Runner 2049 soundtrack on random in the background. And I cannot tell you how many times, as I would transition from like getting out of a car to do something or getting on a motorcycle and start to ride around town, that the music would transition with me just magically, and you'd get like the perfect piece of music from that Blade Runner soundtrack that matched whatever I was doing in the moment. And it was so perfect, and I wish I could have done that, but of course you can't stream with that music. You know, it would be a copyright infringement and your video would get hammered. So but I wish, and that's why I've told anybody who wants to play Cyberpunk 2077, just turn off the game soundtrack and put Blade Runner 2049 on in the background, you will have an incredibly awesome experience. It is fantastic. And I quite often think about, I want to go back and play that again. But I know if I do, I'll just abandon everything else. I'll get lost in Cyberpunk for another couple of weeks. It's just, it was so much fun. So much fun, and it got so much hate because of the, you know, the ancient consoles. It didn't release well on those. I'm going to take a peek around here. Not that there's anything else around here, but I want to see. But as a PC player with a 1080 Ti video card, it was awesome. And I think I ran into maybe 2 bugs the whole game. It was incredible. And I played through it 3 times to get all 3 endings. It's just, I did not have a problem with it. There's a breeder who needs a job, and we need more minerals, so that's good. Coil gun, Corvette hit points, robot modification points, and robo modding. Gonna grab that. Not that we'll... What are we gonna do? Like, we should have miners on this planet and food people on the other ones, and that'll be it for robots, and then eventually we can shut them down and replace them with clone vats. In this particular case, we're going to need to generate another job, and we're going to need to do it relatively soon. So let's get started with that. And then he can't build anything because he's waiting, so what we're going to do is just go buy some at a little bit of a cost to us. Okay. So on this world, stability's going up a little bit. We still need a leader over here. So let's grab a leader. Alien machine, pull the lever. Take it apart. I'm going to do that and give us minerals. I hardly ever make that choice, but we're going to resettle one more person over here to Valum, and we're going to resettle a necrosis person. I don't want to who do I want to resettle? Artisan, and give him that leadership job. Recycling initiative came off. I don't want to lose that, even though it's really expensive, because that'll hit us hard there. Science ship. Okay, tell me what's going on with this project right here. And you're building. Good. Okay. So, be in position here. We got all that blocked up, which is good. We get all of this over here. That'll be good. And then we can start seeing if we want to expand anywhere beyond that. This planet, we're building an industrial district. We need to build another city district, unlock a slot, and build another admin office. So I'm just going to queue that up right now while we have the minerals. Music is a big part of playing video games for me. I don't know how it is for the rest of you, but it makes a big difference in how I feel about a video game, I've noticed. So like sometimes taking the game's default music and shutting it off and using a different soundtrack really improves the way I feel about playing a video game. For instance, way back in the day when I was playing EverQuest and EverQuest 2, big, massive multiplayer online role-playing games, fantastic games. I had some of my best times playing video games during those games. But what really made it considerably more enjoyable to me was, at one point in time, I turned off all the music for EverQuest and I put the Lord of the Rings soundtrack on instead in the background, and oh my gosh, that was like the best. It was so good. The box is indeed a document of a sort. Science Officer Cordian admits that they have been hoping for a historic record or some other kind of codex significant to whatever culture left behind, but they were disappointed. The true nature of the aromatic box seems to be a collection of fairly short narratives which, going by rapid changes in odor towards the end of each sequence, are intended to surprise or be interpreted as comedic. It's like Bernie's ever-flavored beans, except that instead of for your taste buds, it's for your nose. Just watch out for the skunk-flavored one. Okay, so you're done with that. There's a project for you up there. Yay. Okay, so food. We're selling 10 food. What are you doing? Lucy? What are you doing? She's been kind of spazzy.
A study has been completed.
Yeah, we gotta get way... Hey, don't scratch on that. Hey. Now she's just being a turkey. It's being a total turkey. Oh, I don't even have research working here yet, do it, because we got the robots. And they're assembling robots, which is going to be great. I'm torn. I'm torn only because if this number was way bigger, I wouldn't worry. I'd just start building things.
An anomaly has been discovered.
But since that number's not big, it's a little bit of a concern. It needs to be way bigger. Yeah, like here, these guys are down to, they're growing a new one. What is this? Technician, miner. Switch those people over and take the clerk away. I'm fine with that. You'd have to build that soon. I'd like to put these people together for their research, though. I'd like to get one more research building up. How soon before they have somebody? They're gonna have some. Yeah, they're gonna need a job, so let's just start building now. Diplomatic insult from these people who are at -4 too, so that's not good. Turn off auto best. Let's start looking at what we want to build. Light show. We can use technology. Technology gain. Blue lasers. Now we have blue lasers.
Construction venture.
How nice is that? Okay, CV. Kinetic. Alright. And then we're going to need defense platforms. So let's stop real quick. Pause it. We're going to call this one Oh, it's the large one. Doink. Okay, let's go. And we gotta figure out what our enemies are doing. This is kinetic medium. Doink. Blue lasers, nice. We'll just pick those up. That's cool. That is cool. And then, we're gonna want to build some defense platforms. I have a feeling those hostile people are going to be on us soon. Seeing them go from -200 to -400 tells me that we need to get ready.
A special project is complete.
Special project is complete. Engineering research gain. Great. What do we have here? defensive platform. What do we got? We got all these guys. Okay. Alright, so over here. Oh, and they ran into their mining drone problem. Yep. Build that. You have done well there. That's good. Oh, there's some extra minerals up there. Go get them. Go get them, Tiger. Okay, I'm going to need you to take that archaeological site soon. So what I want to do is give you a chance here to take a look at that and see if it's unclaimed and if there's anything awesome over there. And if there is, then we'll take a look at that. And then let's get to building. You can go to Vorsham and we'll change your home room. And then you can start building. I know it's going to cost us a little bit here, so. Cost us a little bit of upkeep and all that. There's an archaeological site in our empire has been fully excavated, and ancient approval. Solving the puzzle box turned out to be quite an ordeal. Finding the patterns themselves was not enough. They also had to be solved in a particular order, with the calculations of each step altering those of all subsequent ones, in nearly endless permutations. There was much time consuming backtracking, but in the end it was unlocked. So, as the last pattern clicked into place, the puzzle box exploded into millions of tiny points of light. The lights danced madly in the air for a few moments before coalescing to create words of some unknown language. Oddly, all witnesses to this event seemed to instinctively understand the message without knowing the words. For a few seconds before flickering out forever, it read, "You have passed the trial. We shall respond accordingly." Tech gained xenobiology plus 50%. Wow. Okay. So, it's anyone home? It's that one. Alright, what is this? Damage versus starbases. Fleet command limit increase. Let's go damage versus starbases in case we have to make an aggressive move.
A system survey has concluded.
I'm guessing one of our factions is going to say that they want... No, maybe they don't. I thought one of them was going to say for sure that they want that to include a... Enclaves Incorporated right there. Keeping an enclave station within our borders. It's an enclave though. It's not the same thing as... This, is it? A curator? I'll find out. So you're a scientist there with nothing to do. Okay, I want you to go to Valen and assist research. And what is this? This is Zir? Oh no.
A study has been completed.
Okay. Valen mission name, because listen, things gotta match around here. Terraforming gases, hey. Society research from researchers 20%. Yes, do that. It's got a 36% bonus. This planet here is going to build a city district. Then we can get another bureaucracy down and maybe get ourselves out of this penalty that's costing us 4% to tech costs. Alright folks, my apologies there. I got interrupted by real life. So you're getting the transition here at the end of this episode. Down here, we have found a whole bunch of tomb worlds. Well, they presumably belong to these people, the Zemmerpuck Chroniclers, who say to us, yes, we've heard it all before. We are the Zemmerpuck Chroniclers, and you are the Necrosis Reanimators. Greetings, well met, stay out of our space or face certain doom, and so forth. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're quite busy. So, presumably, that's what all this is about. Stay out of our space, they say. Wow. That'll be interesting. Anyway, so about 8 minutes went by there without me realizing that I didn't have my microphone ready. I was in the middle of recording this episode when I got interrupted and had to address the person present. And so in doing that, when I started the episode back up, I forgot to move my microphone back in front of my face. Absent-minded I am. This is... Okay, now we've got another starbase up here. So what I'm going to do...
A system survey has concluded.
Let's see, where do I want to gather this from? If I gather it right here, 1, 2 away, 1, 2, it would, oh, I'd be able to gather that 4 there too, and 1, 2 there. I'm going to put it right here. Trade hub. And then it's going to shoot from here to here to here to here. We might be able to get enough trade protection along the way when we can upgrade it. We might be able to make that work, especially with Bako's Curse. Might be able to make that work. So this is where I'm going to halt this episode right here. We'll come back to it. Episode 3. I'm playing this faction for role-playing purposes. I wanted everything to kind of match and fit and play the certain way I wanted to. It does, but it's not an easy start. It's not as easy as many of my other starts have been. So, but I do like it. Civics, they got the Memorialists, they got the Reanimators. It's definitely not a min-maxed species at all. Ship fire rate though, 20%. Worker pop resource output. And we've got our secondary species. I like this. This is going to take a little work. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you on the next episode. As always, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, drop your questions and comments down below. Thanks for watching.